I'd like to invite our next speaker to the stage. Do we have Arunabh Madhur from SHAREit Group? So please welcome to the stage for our session about discovery, conversion, and retention, Arunabh Madhur.
Thank you. I got a few pointers just to start our session, and I'm going to go through them. This is the first formal participation at PGC Helsinki. What we are today and why we are today is something we're going to discuss and run through in a few slides and a few videos we're going to run through today. Simply what SHAREit is. SHAREit is an airdrop for Android, and that's what we really call. We are the world's largest utility sharing app, overall about 2.5 billion global users. We work in about 45 languages. We work in about 150 countries. And that's where we are. We are actually the biggest app ever you've never heard of. And that's funny, right? Because this is something we really look at in terms of data. This is what we look at in terms of users. And this is something we look at monthly actives. Somehow, just another point, we may clearly have more monthly actives than any of the world's largest publishers. You could look at Snap, you could look at Truecaller, you could look at a few more other publishers. We may be much larger than them. And we are actually we come under the top 10 world's largest shared apps globally on Android on the Play Store. So that's where we are today. I'm going to run through the topic of the session was clearly discovery, conversion, retention. What we're going to run through is today, how do we really do this, and what are the different solutions, or what are the different clients we really drive this conversation within the gaming ecosystem? We are a 5-year-old product or a brand, a 6-year-old, headquartered in Singapore. We are more in a very high utility in terms of sharing, and with that, we drive a very, very large ecosystem of game user acquisitions, and that's what we're going to talk today. Few basic stuff in terms of where we are. We could be about in large 150 geos. Our large geos would be in Southeast Asia, Middle East, South Africa, Sub-Saharan, Russia, CIS. We're large in LATAM. We're big in US, as in Tier 1, big in US and the UK markets, and that's why we've been working with many advertisers and many user acquisition clients within the ecosystem. It's just a little video which will run through where and what kind of work we nearly do.
Apps and files, streaming videos, playing games. Can all this be possible in just one app? With SHAREit, the answer is yes. SHAREit is a one-stop content entertainment platform, allowing you to leverage 3 key features. When it comes to file sharing, SHAREit is a clear winner because it's the fastest file sharing tool globally with no file size restrictions. Just about any file type can be shared in bulk across different platforms. Share apps, files, videos, games, music in bulk without using any data. The file sharing process is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and provides top-notch security and authenticity too. And the best part? No sign-in required. The app also features a wide variety of 2,500 mobile games for literally every type of user. Curated content, popular games, there's something in it for everyone. Join the SHAREit tribe to start enjoying the benefits. Share, watch, and play all day with SHAREit.
So what's unique about us, very importantly, when you saw something, we are a day 0 app for all mobile phone users. So whenever somebody picks up a new phone, SHAREit becomes the first app they really get on. For us, simply, we help process all data from one phone to another. We direct a lot of data at high speeds. Second, we're an open platform. We do not need any sign-in. So there's no data which we actually acquire from the users or any data which we take from the users who are using our product. This is some bit on SHAREit in terms of, I think this got covered in our video largely in terms of We are a one-stop sharing platform for discovery and gaming. When we say content discovery and gaming, for a simple reason, any content which lies on one phone of a user, which could be audio, video, and APKs, could be transferred to another phone seamlessly. And this could be done via offline mode. So we don't need data to really transfer any form of content. We are the world's largest online offline app, and that's where we call ourselves, and we're the fastest and easiest way to transfer. Important slide, I think, for a lot of people sitting here, maybe viewing us in other regions. Most important, in fact, we seem to be underestimating some products globally, and SHAREit is one of them. I joined SHAREit about 4 years back from Facebook. Facebook, I used to lead the performance business for Southeast Asia, and this is where, and when we started going deep in the entire product, we figured out that it was huge, it was massive. Starting from Indian subcontinent to Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, we get into Russia, CIS, we get into Middle East, Sub-Saharan, South Africa. We're going to looking at LATAM, we're looking at US, we're looking at building new inventory with our audience network now in UK and also in Brazil. I think important slide which defines how large our platform is and what we really do. I think this slide really defines a human behavior and why and what is the need of an ecosystem of sharing. Human behavior defines that we always like to share. We like to always bring about our feelings, our things we think of to our peers, to our friends, to our users, to people connected to us. And that's where the SHAREit journey is all about peer-to-peer sharing and recommendations. When you look at this journey of peer-to-peer sharing and recommendations in the user acquisition, you look at our recommendation always drives a much stronger and a high quality install. And when we look at the gaming ecosystem, where you're looking at two separate revenue streams, where you're looking at in-app purchases and you're looking at ads revenue. And in-app purchases, we definitely drive a very strong and high quality installs, which in tier 1 markets, which define the right set of day 7, day 21, day 30 LTVs, and they also showcase the app events, what really want to look at, where people are purchasing and their repeat purchases. Where the regions in emerging markets, where we're looking at revenues via ads for games or the gaming publishers, we're looking at the time spent, and this high quality users are really defining the higher time spent, which they spend with the users which come from SHAREit spend on the entire ecosystem. And that's where we look at the recommendations here. Some bit more, we are also an ecosystem which entails a product which is Game Center within our app. Game Center defines an array of about 2,500 to 3,000 games in the form of APKs, in the form of HTML5 and direct-to-play. And also we host a lot of gaming videos for a lot of our clients, which showcase a lot of in-app time spent, what we look at in the entire conversation. I think this quick video will define our offering and what do we really do and what's our uniqueness in the ecosystem is all about.
Advertisers today are bombarded with ad options across multiple platforms and channels. But although there are plenty of choices, getting tangible ROI and marketing impact is still complicated. Targeted campaigns and cost-efficient customer engagement strategies are also hard to come by. So how do you drive awareness and growth for your brand? Say hello to SHAREit. SHAREit is amongst the top 10 apps in the world. It helps advertisers, big and small, to up their marketing game by driving awareness, enhancing brand reach, generating high-quality leads, increasing the consideration set, and ultimately achieving optimum conversions. SHAREit's branding solutions help generate buzz and virality in a cost-efficient and effective manner. SHAREit's performance marketing solutions help businesses acquire users at scale and turbocharge campaign results. It provides a wide range of solutions that cater to different marketing objectives. Go a step ahead and leverage SHAREit's rich insights to run cross-promotional, targeted campaigns and see an uptick in sales. SHAREit's offline advertising feature ensures that users can see the ads even when they are not online. Unlike other apps, SHAREit doesn't require an email for sign-up and provides advertisers access to a completely untapped user base. Fueled by the growth of its unmatched file sharing feature, video streaming, and gaming, SHAREit is loved by advertisers across the globe. The icing on the cake? SHAREit's top apps lets users share apps across their network, thereby creating a ripple effect and helping apps go viral. Sharing usually happens via word of mouth, leading to higher conversion rates, and is used by a diverse, multicultural active audience spread across 100+ countries and operating in 45 different languages. Get new customers, retain existing ones, and increase revenues seamlessly. For campaigns that really do work, reach out to SHAREit today.
I think this video defined a lot of things for us. It defined that what kind of, can as a product of sharing, can we really drive a full funnel approach? Can we really drive awareness, intent, decision, and purchase? Can we really drive set of new installs in user acquisition journey? Can we drive reinstalls? Can we also drive retargeting? I think as a product and as some advertisers who have been on board with us globally, our 5 large verticals which we operate on would be gaming, and gaming when we look at, I'll put a slide with a few gaming partners. We have about more than 150 games live with us, and gaming publishers live with us globally. We have e-com from all geos across, fintech, OTT video, and then travel, which has really come up. Now these are very high, big performance categories which really work on our platform and have done very well. Now these are all journeys which are always on, which have been on our platform for a large time, and they've been growing on our platform. And each of these clients or verticals look at a very strong and unique user journey. Somebody is looking for a in-app purchase, somebody is looking for a cost per sale, somebody is looking at cost per order, somebody is looking at a subscription, somebody is looking at a deposit with the bank or with fintech. So all these journeys are performance-led, and we end up driving a high LTV for all these users, or what we drive from our ecosystem. A very important question comes to all of us, that what is the right UA channel we should always look at? And I think this question comes to everyone in all our journeys. Is it simply, or what journey a game is at right now? So a new product, a new game could look at something at a scale in the beginning, right? When the product evolves a little more, it looks at, and I'm going very basic right now, where in a user journey, they look at retention rates and quality. They definitely look at the tracking in terms of how we are tracking the entire user journey. We're looking at what are the different events, what a user is performing on a platform. And lastly, am I paying the right cost? Am I paying the right cost to be present on that user acquisition channel? And important parameters are, and then what are the different choices do we have in terms of user acquisition channels where we really drive? Is it social display or search? Is it OEMs, which is they have their own play stores or stores where we can really drive value? Or these are largely peer-to-peer, which define a newer set of audiences, newer set of growth, which we drive for many apps globally. And our question lies here. In fact, I was chatting with our friends at Cyber today, and Cyber said that we love to work with SHAREit, but we're already 4 billion users or 4 billion subscribers. We grow organic. How do you really grow us? Or how do you really look at value creation for us? And that is where my question comes, that do we see digital as one channel, or we also look at other sources which can drive new set of unique users, a new set of users for, or which can drive your client journey, or which can drive your game journey? And let's look at that. coming back to our core topic, where we said, what can we really do? What does peer-to-peer sharing can really do? Can we drive scale? Yes, we do drive scale. We do drive scale to an extent that we have driven about 13, 14, 15 million installs for a few gaming apps. And these are just multiple games in last 6 to 8 months. For what we can do, we drive a strong retention because our peer-to-peer sharing journey is intrinsic. That means the app or the transmission happens from one phone to another within the SHAREit ecosystem. So our entire journey is agnostic of last click attribution. That also defines that, and it's a recommended journey, which is a high quality journey. So it defines that we will drive a higher retention. We definitely drive a very strong top funnel in terms of discovery and awareness with our offline and online display ads. And we drive virality. Since the recommendations drive value, recommendation drives quality, it drives about 16x times in terms of an install, which has a ripple effect on our channel. And what's the secret? I think important question. Since we do not take or we don't work with people with their sign-ins, we do not look at people in terms of data collection. So how do we really look at targeting or creating cohorts in terms of where we could bring value to the advertiser? And our targeting is largely based on apography. We know what apps people use. We know what tentative age group people belong, what kind of apps a male and female use. And the most important data that comes to us is the unique phone ID. That becomes a user ID for us. We look at languages, we look at app interest, we look at content, and we look at app spend potential, largely from the type of phone people use. And food, finance, travel, shopping, games become large cohorts for us where we start looking at targeting and bringing the right set of acquisition for the games. We have 3 core propositions. It's core for many of the brands, and we are nowhere different. Awareness, app installs, and to boost your global pay rankings. The reason we define the rankings here, because for any new, and when you're sitting here, we have many new game publishers. We are putting new games up, and they want their rankings to go up. So we define, we can create pre-installs, a solution which we can drive. We can generate our rankings, high rankings, and generate more installs in the first 4 to 6 weeks when the game gets launched. Important slide for us, because why should somebody use SHAREit? And who really defines that? Are you the right platform or not? SHAREit works on 3 pillars. The first pillar is a game publisher or an advertiser. The second pillar is SHAREit as a platform. The third pillar is a MMP, or the measurement platform which we define. So any journey which is a transmission journey, which ends into an install, is driven by the signal, which is intent signal, which is sent to an MMP. So any inorganic install which gets calculated or delivered on the dashboard for an MMP is what we really look at, an inorganic install delivered by SHAREit. And that's where. So within the gaming ecosystem in hyper-casual, mid-core, arcade, casual, we are the world's 8th largest or 9th largest in terms of the app on the AppsFlyer Index 14, which is the latest index, in terms of how we drive the entire conversation with our gaming partners. Important, some basic stuff on who are our partners. So AppsFlyer, Adjust, Branch, Singular. We're working with Kochava now. On the branding side, we have, in terms of, we work with Seismic, Nielsen, Moat, and definitely Google. Some of our base gaming clients, which will include our mid-core, hyper-casual, casual, betting, real money gaming, which have been with our ecosystem for a while now. The few clients are always on for more than 3.5 years, and we have been building a very strong, I think penetration for them in our core markets and our new markets where we establish audience network. I think that is my last slide. I'm going to leave the screen on. I'm happy to take 2-3 questions, simpler ones which I can maybe able to answer, and happy to really bring it on.
Folks can hear them. Yeah, so does anyone have any questions for Arunabh?
No questions,
No
happy questions.
No, it was an interesting talk. Thank you. It was a great introduction to all the services that SHAREit provides, which I didn't know the depth of what was possible there. What I suggest is, because I know we're kind of right up to time, and I see that our next panel is here, and I know that it can be difficult asking questions here. If anyone does have a question, shout now. But otherwise, what I'll suggest is that you instead find Arunabh and the SHAREit team on Meet to Match, or did you have a slide with your email on it at one point? I think
So we have media sales, so there's a slide on, there is something.
Yeah, but you're on the Meet to Match platform as well.
I'm there.
Great. So if you have a question to ask about SHAREit and you don't want to do it right now, why don't you look up SHAREit on Meet to Match and ask it there. In the meantime, a round of applause for
Thank you.